Hi, my name's Tony Maritato. I'm a licensed physical therapist, and today I am reviewing the Quinier Air Compression Recovery System. So I'm a huge fan of these leg compression devices, pneumatic devices. I've used these in the clinic before. I've never used Quinier's brand. Now, they were kind enough to send me a free sample so I can unbox it and test it out. I did an unboxing video already if you want to take a look, but basically what comes in the device, we've got the carrying case, which is a soft, flexible carrying case that we could store the unit in a low cabinet or anywhere to get it out of the way. We've got our two leg sleeves. We've got our tubing or hoses that connect to the main pneumatic device. And then we have a power cord that plugs in to power everything. So I've never used this particular brand. I'm slipping my shoes off right now. I'm in my physical therapy clinic here in Monroe, Ohio. And let's see if we can figure it out. Now, these, the hoses will attach into the main adapter. They do indicate, this one says up and this one says up. So you can see that these guys are going to match up, and then the other one's just going to fall in behind it. The other one also shows the up label here. So you're going to match those in the same direction. The end of the hose here is going to attach into the bottom of the compression device. Now there's a release button on top, so you know that this is the face up position. It slips in there, and then the other area is for the electric adapter. So I've already got it plugged into the wall, but I'm going to plug in the electric adapter. The lights just turned on. I'm going to power on the unit. You can see we've got the sequence here. It's already actually starting to pump up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to power down the device and I'm going to get it on. Now this would be something that I would use normally in bed, on a couch, or on a recliner. Since I'm here in the clinic today, I'm just going to do it on my treatment plinth. These are full-length sleeves. Now, these are medium. I'm a 5'8", male, 162 pounds. These are the right size for me. There's some variability in the sizing. All right, I've got the sleeves on. I'm gonna zip it up. And then from here, so I'm going to power on the device. Right now it's set to 50 mmHg, so that is the amount of pressure, millimeters of mercury. That's the amount of pressure that it's going to provide me. When you look at the research and you look at different compressive devices, assuming you don't have any lymphatic issues or a compromised circulatory system, you can typically use 50 up to 120 for a comfortable level of compression. There is a pressure gauge, there's mode, and there's time. I'm going to go ahead and hit the pressure because I want to see maxes out at 120. I'm going to leave it at maximum compression. I don't have any lymphedema issues. I don't have any circulatory issues. So for me, the highest level of compression should be completely safe, and it gives me a chance to really see what it feels like. It defaults to 20 minutes, and basically what's happening, there are different sequences. You can check it out online or in the guide. But what it's doing right now is it's compressing at the feet, which feels amazing. If you've never had a compression device on your feet after a long run or a day on your feet, like here in the clinic, we work 10-hour days. If I take a break before I go home from work, I'm doing my documentation and I put these devices on, it just feels amazing to have that kind of compression. Now, in other videos I've recorded, I also show how you can add cryotherapy, how you can add electric modalities. I've done this where I'll place a TENS unit around a swollen knee. So I've got 2 electrodes below, 2 electrodes above the knee. I'll put a gel ice pack around the knee, either over the TENS unit or without the TENS unit. and then add the compression sleeves, it is just an incredible recovery experience. So there is a lot that you can do with this kind of device, but I'm just gonna sit back, relax, and enjoy. The feet are fully compressed. Now the calf section is compressing. Next, it's gonna come into the knee section, and it will sequentially go through this cycle. So right now, the third sequence is starting. For me, it's lined up right at and slightly above the knee joint itself. We're at 18 minutes on the timer. It's a very quiet device. I can hear it, but it's just barely above a whisper. We're at 17 minutes on the timer. The compression at the knee is nearly complete. So it's a 4-chamber unit. The foot, the calf, the knee, and the thigh. The last chamber just started inflating. I can feel it up here into the thigh. It's maintaining the same level of compression through the foot, ankle, and knee. My assumption is once it finishes the thigh, then it'll start to deflate everything and then resume the cycle at the foot. Now, if I wanted to increase the effectiveness of a device like this, especially for reducing swelling, lymphedema, facilitate drainage and fluid exchange, what I could do, especially if I have something set up like this in the clinic, so now what I've got the benefits of compression with elevation. That's going to help reduce the swelling, the lymphedema into lower extremity. I gotta say, this feels so good. Right now it's set at the highest level of compression, which is 120 millimeters of mercury. For most use case scenarios, we're going to be somewhere around 50, 60, maybe 80 millimeters of mercury. There's really almost never going to be a case that you're going to go up to 120, but I'm doing this just to test out the device, and the device is performing amazing. Great quality. And I'll say the quality of the zipper, I've purchased other units before, and occasionally there'll be a problem with the zipper. This is a really heavy duty, high quality zipper. The material feels great. It's a vinyl material. It's smooth. So right now we just hit 14 minutes. The entire leg is deflating. And I think besides the initial compression on the foot, probably the second most amazing feeling in this is when the entire leg deflates, because it's a release of pressure, which actually facilitates just this feeling of satisfaction. So this is deflating at 14 minutes. It completed one full cycle. Now it's starting to resume the compression at the foot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop it. I'm going to go ahead and come out of that position. My overall impression, I love it. The device is awesome. The quality of the material is at top notch. I will continue to use this in the clinic, both for myself, for my other therapist, and on some of my patients. What I typically do when I'm using this for different people is I'll use a plastic sleeve over the lower extremity so there's no cross-contamination, but I'm sure with some of the antibacterial, antiviral disinfectants we have, we can use those to clean the device between uses. The inside is a water-resistant material, so I'm going to have some fun playing around with this. If you guys have questions, absolutely reach out to Quinier. I want to thank them once again for sending me the device and letting me kind of play around with it and use it in the clinic. After about a month or two of using it, I'll share a third video so that I can report how it's been holding up, how much we've been using it, and what our impression is after maybe a 90-day trial. Thanks again, Quinier.